Only 18 nautical miles and a matter of minutes separate Samos from a completely new world, the world of the East. Our office offers you a unique one-day excursion to Kusadasi, the cosmopolitan town in Turkey with its famous bazaar. During your visit to Kusadasi, you can join one of the optional trips to ancient Ephesus, Izmir, or the traditional village of Syrians. Kusadasi, which in the Turkish language means Island of the Birds, takes its name from the small island found at the entrance to the port. During recent years, there has been great development, and now thousands of rooms are available in large tourist centres, and the port is visited daily by a multitude of cruise ships and smaller boats. When the boat arrives, the coach is waiting, and after a short delay for customs procedures, visitors are taken on the 19-kilometer drive to the ancient ruins of Ephesus. The excursion to Ephesus is optional. We do, however, highly recommend that you take this opportunity while in Turkey. Built in western Anatolia in a beautiful area, it flourished during the Ionic period and later under the Romans. Recently, experts have been discovering and rebuilding this fantastic archaeological site with the result that it is really impressive. A complete town with roads, stadiums, theatres, temples, baths, gates, houses and other sites that you will be able to explore along with its history, aided by experienced guides. The guides will explain in the language you choose. Our office can arrange for a guide who speaks your language. After the trip to Ephesus, the coach will return visitors to Kassadasi, where they can explore the sights of the town. The trip to Ephesus takes 2 to 3 hours, so there is ample time for shopping and exploration. Kassadasi is famous for its market. A wide variety of leather goods, carpets, gold and alabaster jewellery, Arabian works of art, cotton goods and, of course, Turkish sweets and dried nuts are the main items to be found there. It is one of the most visited towns in Turkey. It impresses with the first-class tourist facilities which by no means hide the strong Eastern atmosphere which exists in every corner of the town. There are hundreds of small shops for every taste and every pocket. Don't forget, bargain for everything. It is expected. The large bazaar is also impressive. In the shops in Kusadasi, you can pay for your shopping in euros as well as other currencies. Credit cards are also accepted. Most of the shopkeepers speak a little English, so you should not have any problems while shopping. Don't miss the opportunity to taste the exotic sweets and food of the area. There are many restaurants ready to satisfy even the most demanding visitors.
Bir dostum gibi sevdim. Sen oturmuş bana aşktan dem vuruyorsun. Ben de sevdiğim çok şey var, adı aşk değil. Çağırdım mı, ayarttım mı? Kendin geldin ya, şimdi dinle. Bir, çok sıkıldım. İki, yerim çok dar. Oh, senden çok var, beni mi buldun şimdi? Çok işim var. Bir, çok sıkıldım. İki, yerim çok dar. Oh, senden çok var, beni mi buldun şimdi? Senden çok var, beni mi buldun şimdi? Çok işim var. Bir, çok sıkıldım. İki, yerim çok dar. Oh, senden çok var, beni mi buldun şimdi? Beni mi buldun şimdi? Hadi, çok işim var.
As you have chosen Samos for your holiday, this gives you the great opportunity to visit the island of Patmos. By-ship travel offices organize daily trips to Patmos. Departure is from the port of Pythagorio every day and from Marathokabos on certain days of the week. The trip from Pythagorio takes just 50 minutes by flying dolphin and 2 hours in a small tourist boat. A tourist boat leaves from Marathokabo and takes 1 hour and 45 minutes. The return from Patmos is in the afternoon. If you so wish, our agency can arrange transport from your hotel to the point of departure in the morning and from the point of arrival back to your hotel in the evening. Considered one of the holiest places, some refer to Patmos as a second Jerusalem. You may visit the monastery of St. John the Theologian as a visitor or take part in one of the many religious services held daily. Either way, you cannot but admire the monastery, not only for its religious importance, but also for its architecture and be able to learn of its history. For those who would like to spend the night on Patmos, our agency can offer many suggestions, one of which is sure to please. The whole island of Patmos is picturesque with its unique style of houses, wonderful beaches, and the attractive traditional village of Hora. The monastery is built in 5 levels, and its original form, that of a boat with its head towards the Icarian Sea, changed due to certain needs arising for additions and reformations. Above its only 2 gates there was what is called a killa, a type of balcony from which the inhabitants were able to pour hot oil to prevent the pirates from entering. A guided tour of the island and the sights is arranged by our office, all languages available. The monastery has 10 chapels, 4 of which are located in its yard. The icons and the frescoes in the Catholic are of immense beauty and value. The creation of the vestry was begun by Saint Christodulus. At its entrance there is a copy of the icon of the Apocalypse from 1626. A large part of the monastery's heirlooms are kept in the vestry, such as invaluable icons, amongst which one can find the mosaic icon of St. Nicholas from the 11th century. Moreover, there are textiles and vestments embroidered with golden threads, donations from wealthy Patmians. Silver and gold utensils, unique creations, with the most well-known of all, the mitre of the Patriarch Neophytos VI, which is decorated with invaluable stones and gold. The 15-meter tall walls give it the image of a fortress in the middle of the island, and during the pirates' attacks, the inhabitants were protected behind them. Not far away is the cave of the Apocalypse, where St. John wrote the book of the Revelations in the Bible. It is located in the middle of the hill between Scala and Hora, and it forms the connection between the physical and the spiritual. a visit to the quiet, holy cave will be an unforgettable experience. Today, pilgrims can see the place where the Apocalypse was written, the place where St. John stayed, the massive rock that opened up and through which God dictated the Apocalypse to St. John, the point where the evangelist lay his head to rest, and a curve on the rock which he would hold onto in order to rise. In order to respond to the need of the pilgrims, the southern part of the cave has been turned into a temple. As one goes down the 43 steps, one passes through the past into the future. In the past, because one senses the presence of St. John the Evangelist, who wrote the Apocalypse in there, and in the future, because the book of Apocalypse illustrates and foresees the future. Saint Christodoulos refurbished the cave when he arrived on Patmos. The view from the cave and the mysticism of the atmosphere are awesome. A day trip on a traditional wooden boat, Captain's Barbecue. A unique trip not to be missed. Early in the morning, our coach will pick you up from your hotel and take you to the harbour where the excursion starts. The captain and his crew will welcome you aboard the traditional wooden boat, and the fun begins.
Στα πόδι τα νησιά σου.
The boat travels along the southern coast of Samos on the clear blue Aegean Sea, between small islands, past coves and caves. You glimpse isolated beaches, scenes that could have come out of a painting. A beautiful, quiet beach that cannot be reached by road awaits you. There, while you enjoy a swim in the crystal clear waters, the captain and crew prepare lunch. Delicious appetizers are served as the wine and ouzo begin to flow. Traditional music invites you to dance, and the fun continues on the boat as you return to the harbour. Another small paradise awaits you with its own character to charm you on a one-day trip organized by our office. This trip leaves daily from the port of Pythagoreia and takes about an hour and 15 minutes by flying dolphin. Lipsi, or Lipso as it is sometimes known, lies only 11 miles east of Patmos and belongs to the Bekanis group of islands. This island has its own beauty. Traditional taverns will entice you at lunchtime. The fish and seafood is always fresh and very reasonably priced, as is the locally produced meat. The locally produced wine is well worth trying. It is produced in the old traditional way. Here you will use the small boats that serve as sea taxis, and with the aid of the hospitable locals you can discover unbelievably beautiful beaches which can only be reached by boat. Your swim in the wonderfully clear waters will be unforgettable. In the church of the Panagia of Haro, you will see the only icon which shows the Panagia dressed in black.